So the Daintree Rainforest, the area that we're in today, is within the border of the Kuku Yalanji people. Kuku means speak, Yalanji is this place. So our people have been roaming the rainforest here, the environment, for many of thousands of years. We were semi-nomadic people. We had access to the Great Barrier Reef, had the rainforest here. Over the mountains we have the dry open plains. The Daintree is considered to be the oldest tropical lowland rainforest in the world. Estimates normally put it at about 180 million years. The water that comes from the mountain here is considered to be one of the purest waters in this area, if not Australia. We call it healing waters. The environment to us is very energetic. It's very spiritual as well. Alrighty, so folks, welcome here to Kuku Yalanji country. Now, before we proceed any further, I'm going to take you through a traditional welcome smoke ceremony. So basically what the smoking ceremony entails is putting a protective barrier around yourself via smoke. So when you enter and leave this area, you're not going to be affected by any bad feelings, any bad spirits. It's also a cleansing process. It's to cleanse your mind, your thoughts, so when you're walking into this environment, you walk through with a nice, clear, open mind. And also it's a sign of respect. We respect the elders of the rainforest. We respect the rainforest itself. And it shows respect to each other. We still speak our language here. So the words that I'm going to say through the smoking ceremony is, I welcome you here to country. I'll take you through the smoking ceremony, so when you leave, you go with good spirit. So basically, it is walking through the smoke and just allow it to touch the body. Yalen gaden nanjen nanga bubuna. Jane wara wujal boygo bu yura wawu nalkat yalamendungai neo yanganda yalanjibam manungul bubu. This tree here is called the milky pine. The wood from the milky pine is used to make our canoes. Sometimes when we're along the river, we block the river off, make a dam, and we will crush the bark from the milky pine tree and put it within that dam. And what it does is takes the oxygen out of water, it'll float the fish up to the surface, we catch that fish. This one here is our native nutmeg. So we grind this up to make a spice. We also use it to ferment it into a drink. Very similar effect to kava. Just in there, it's probably one of the most dangerous plants. Don't want to be running around in the rainforest. It's named wait a while. They name it wait a while for a reason. You walk in towards there, they're going to hook you up. It takes a long time to get out of it. So with the water here, this water is coming from the Mossman Gorge, flows all the way down. If you keep following this water down, come to the town of Mossman, actually goes just north of Mossman. When we are in our wet season, the water can go over our head. A lot of our stories talk about the environment, how the river was formed, how the mountain features were formed. So once we get these stories out, people can have a better appreciation of that particular landmark by knowing what it actually means to the people of the area. Some people might go past a rock and say, oh, that's just a rock. But to us, it might be an area of sacred significance. So most people know about the returning boomerang, but what most people don't realise, in the rainforest, we can't use a returning boomerang. There's too many trees around. So this is the boomerang that we use in the rainforest, known as a hook boomerang, or a lot of people like to call it the number 7. It can be used for a lot of the animals on the ground, especially like your scrub turkeys, iguanas. Even in heat of the battle, we can throw it. Kind of skips off the ground, so you're attacking the legs, or sometimes if you put it on an angle, it'll actually come up a bit higher. We can actually take that hook off, and that is what is known as a club head. So it can be used as a weapon in itself, or as a digging stick to dig the ground. I like to give out my knowledge and a lot of the things to the people, and then they take it away. And then they tell their kids or their friends. So they take it away. And it just spreads our culture, and it spreads our way of life. to a lot of people. We are basically in the oldest tropical lowland rainforest in the world, and probably see you here one day.